Let's talk about the creditors control account, otherwise referred to as the purchases ledger control account. Yeah, in the field of control accounts, like I mentioned earlier, there are two categories to this information. We have the sales ledger control account, otherwise referred to as the debtors control account. We have the purchases ledger, also called the creditors control account, and that's what I want to talk about now. Now, the creditors control account is prepared as if only one creditor existed. It's an account of purchases. It's an account that relates uh, with suppliers' information between the buyers and the seller. This is an account that helps to be able to show the relationship between buyers and sellers. It gives us a view, okay? It's almost the opposite though of the debtors or sales ledger control accounts. This account is prepared to see the transaction that has taken place between a buyer and a seller. And most times here on the creditors control, we are dealing with a supplier. Yes, as if only one supplier or creditor existed. In this account, we'll be looking at uh, goods that could be returned. Yes, in our previous class on debtors control, here we experienced returns inwards in debtors control. But here we shall be talking about returns outwards. Yeah, because there's a possibility that a buyer who intends to sell an item can decide to return uh, back to the supplier. So on that note, we call it a return outwards. Then we shall be experiencing uh, cash receipt, yes, okay, from supply or from sales. Yes, we shall also be talking about yeah, discount received from our supplier. In this particular account as well, set off for contra entry is no overlook. Like I said before in our previous class, is uh, an item or an information that helps to balance off two individuals who are owing each other. So there will be need to have a set off in that particular item, otherwise called contra entry, I beg your pardon, or settlement of debt. Yes, in debtors control account, we talked about how the scenario about A and B, how A is owing B and B is owing A, and how they were able to relate the information and split up this debt, and everybody is happy at the end of the day. That is what set off is all about, and this is not overlooked in the creditors control account. Is still the setup for contra entry is still part of the creditors control account. So we, yeah, there is need to talk about credits notes received from suppliers, discounts received from suppliers, some information that might not be found in the sales control will be found in the purchases control. Yeah, the purchases ledger control account is an account of purchases. It's an account of a creditor. In our previous class, we have discussed who a creditor is and who a debtor is. So now, this creditor control account helps us to distinguish the relationship between a buyer and a seller. Yeah, the creditor is trying to prepare his or her account in such a manner that it will be understood that okay, this is the transaction I had with this particular person. This was what I did, how I gave out discounts, how I also received discounts, how I received a check, how I received cash, okay, how I was owed. the essence of the debit note, the essence of the credit note, okay, the essence of the contract entry. What all this information is all about helps us to be able to control our accounts. At the end of the day, errors can be minimized and missing figures can be detected. So the essence of the control account is to be able to extract information from its right sources. Okay, the double entry principle, as the case may be. Yes, and most times the trial balance, because every information in the trial balance is extracted from the ledger, from the individual ledger, and giving us a total in the double in the trial balance to prove an arithmetical accuracy of its account, which most times the total might not be in agreement. The totals might not agree. Okay, so at the end of the day, will want to deduce all of this information, okay, extracted from ledgers, extracted also from uh, the trial balance, which is a proof of arithmetical accuracy, to be able to now show a control account so as to be able to get the right view by splitting this information into two categories: the debtors control and the creditors control. Pick every information that has to do with the debtors, pick every information that has to do with the creditors, then match them together. By so doing, errors can be reduced. Okay, frauds can be minimized, missing figures can be detected, and accountability can be detected. And in the preparation of the profit and loss accounts, it will be easy to sort out figures and understand better how information have been calculated. And on this note, do not forget that there is need where there are confusion, there is need for a suspense account. In our next classes, we shall talk about what suspense account is all about, but not now. We will be looking at how um, the sales or the debtors ledger control account can be prepared, the purchases ledger account can be prepared. We shall look at the format and prepare accounts to its effect. Look at format of both of them, prepare two accounts so that everyone can understand. Thanks for watching.